thought we'd do it on the avenue.
Waas, Sappening.
All right, and just like that, we are back. Welcome. What's up? What's cracking? Or as I like to say, what's happening? Hey, I'm El Mero Mero George. I'm here with my cousin, brother-in-law, son-in-law named Jeff.
What's crappening?
I got little Chris down there.
He's back by popular demand.
Back from the dead.
He's just
with
been
the
begging me to
shake
be on for the last like 10 shows, and I'm like, nah.
And I got Michael, a.k.a. Benny Boom Bots.
What's up? What's up?
Ladies, hashtag invincible.
Google eye.
Google it. Hey, what's up? What's up? And we got today Cultura Car Club with us. If I can I get you guys to introduce yourselves?
My name is Angel Lopez.
Right on.
My name is Minerva Flores.
Welcome. Wait a minute.
Yes, welcome.
Say it like you said it earlier, Mia.
Minerva Flores del Jardín.
All right. I like that. Right on. Hey, thank you for being here. Hey, usually what we do here is we talk about what happened during the last week right here. We're going to do this real quick.
The current event.
Yeah. So what's going on in the last week or two here? Chris, what'd you do in the last couple weeks here?
Couple weeks. Been lowriding with this group right
Hell
here.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, nice.
This group right here, they show up to all the fundraisers and all the car shows. Whatever's
community
happening,
events.
they're there, and we like to go do that too. So we ride their coattails.
What are you riding in?
I got a 65.
Hell yeah. There we go.
There we go.
Very
65
nice.
Impala.
Very nice.
Not
you play that?
nothing compared to these guys.
Hey,
These
do you
guys
play
are
that song?
nice.
Do you play that Coolio song?
I play them all. I play them all. What do you want to
Come
hear?
along,
I play the best of the best. Yeah,
Remember that music
I bump
video?
It, I bump it. I bump
Ever
that.
since I seen that music video, I've always wanted a 65 rag.
Rag.
That's right. He is in a 65
Yep.
ride,
Yeah,
right?
he's in a 65 rag.
Got the lakeside playing.
Yep.
What about you, Michael?
Me, man, just busy. You guys know me with the same old stuff. Working, trying to get this house going. Takes up a lot of my time. And just my general work, man. Been just jump back right in the saddle.
So
after the-
basically, same old shit, different smell.
Correct.
Right on.
Correct.
Not the
Yep.
broke back.
Different
saddle.
toilet.
Yep.
And here goes my single. Hey, my boy right here, Jeffrey.
The Colonel.
Oh yeah.
Man, I got hit with the heebie-jeebies, man. That's why I was absent this last time.
The drippy. What'd you say?
Not that. Dude, I got hit bad with the flu, man. I was out for on and off for 2 weeks, man. I was out with the flu.
Timmy said you were a super spreader.
Yep.
The Hong Kong flu.
Dude, it was bad.
You were down. I remember I called you and you were like, I can't hear a dog. You were like, what
like
is it?
Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like
Like
Ferris
Ferris
Bueller.
Bueller, yeah.
Are you sure it
was,
wasn't
man.
COVID?
It probably was. Yeah. But you know what? People get sick and they're like, oh, take a COVID test. For what? Like, if you're sick, you're sick. Just do your thing and
Remember,
stay
it's
away
a,
from people.
It's a
and
MAGA
shit.
world again.
Hey, did you get any care packages dropped off?
You know what I did?
Hell yeah.
Chicken soup.
Talk about it. Let's hear it. What's the main care package?
A chicken strip.
Hell yeah.
Flat,
You just peek through the blinds?
flat or drumstick?
Yeah, thighs and breasts.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, but finally over that shit, man. That's why I was absent.
Good,
this
man. Good
last
to see you,
podcast.
man.
It was a great podcast, by the way, guys. You guys did
Oh, right on.
you guys did a
Thanks.
good job. So
Right on, man.
And you, Jorge, what's
With
going
me,
on?
I'm sitting in for Timmy. I heard he's got some plumbing problems. I don't know if they're personal or in the wall. I don't know.
Poor Timmy.
His pipas are not working.
Yeah, he's never laid pipe. You don't know.
But with me, actually, you know what? Let me get on my soapbox real quick.
Get on it.
There you go.
I'm going to talk about something. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about it on here, but I'm going to talk about my Phoenix Suns. God damn it, man.
Son of a
bitch. Kevin Peachy Garnett, whatever his name is. I hate his ass, man. That was the worst trade in the world history of the world, NBA, all that shit. Kevin Garnett, what's his name?
Durant.
Yeah, see, I don't even know his name, man. That's the worst trade we ever made. We got rid of Bridges. We got rid of Cam. The worst thing we ever could have done. I'm sorry. Now we got to build it all up again. I've been a fan since I was a little chavalito over there, Madhouse and McDowell. They could have put me in at one point, but I was too short.
Yeah, he used to get all the free tickets.
Yeah.
They go see the
Go to
Suns.
everything.
Yeah. Back in the days, Larry Nance, Walter Davis,
Watch the Bullets.
Larry Nance and Walter Davis in the back like that. That's when they were good like that. But then we grew up with them, and now it's just we're going backwards. Even though we got an owner that wants to put Feria into the team, it's like we're going backwards.
Hey, how long is Booker's contract?
He's up next year.
Because I'm surprised he hasn't bounced, to be honest with you. I hope he doesn't.
You know what? That guy too, man. He's a turnover king in the fourth quarter
and
turns the ball over like crazy. I don't know. He's good with.
I don't know,
They
man.
both
He's a
are.
franchise player.
Both of them are. And they score a lot of points, but who cares? They ain't team players. Pinchy Booker, he was, I always said he shouldn't be dating that Kardashian.
That's
Yeah.
what it is.
They're
The
jinx.
Kardashians.
worse.
are
Hey,
terrible.
it's worse.
They're
She's a
jinky.
Jenner.
Guys turn into females.
Pero let me tell you.
just flip it.
The team was better when she was dating him. They got to the finals. Oh, man.
I don't believe it.
They're jinky.
One of them's going to start dating the mother-dad or dad-mother or whatever. Bruce Jenner or whatever his name is. Number one prostitute. Anyways, hey, let's get off of that, though. I'm sorry to get on my my soapbox, but what are we here today for? Chris, hey, man, you've been hanging out with these guys right here. You told us they'd be good to come in and talk to them, and they got a good story, I think.
Yeah, they do. They're a good car club, and they got something special going on in a couple months, and I know they want to
Promote it.
promote it,
do
and
it.
get it out there. It's a good show. They put on a good show. It's probably one of the top shows that happen right here on the west side, south side, east side, whatever. But so yeah, we got Minerva and we got Angel, and just give us a little
welcome.
Thank you,
you
thank
guys.
you.
Thank you,
welcome.
thank you, thank you.
You know
Thanks for
what?
having us. You guys are badass, and I appreciate everything you do for the community, and thank you so much for having us.
Right on.
Right on. Thank you.
So let's start off with, do we go with ladies first? Or?
Ladies first, Minerva.
That's good.
How'd you start low riding? Nah.
Yeah. And when?
Let's just get to it. Let's just get right to it.
With
man.
my
Let's get to low riding.
viejo. I started with my viejo.
Right on.
You know, dating and taking me to lowrider shows ever since we were young, and he always had lowriders, and he always would come and swoop me up in them. My dad was really strict. So he would actually meet me at the corner of my block and swoop me up over there.
Okay. What
90s,
neighborhood is this?
The 90s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, that
pick me
was-
up. Let
What neighborhood is this?
This was on 48th Ave.
All right. Represent.
It was on 48th Ave, I know. So,
Hey,
So wait a minute. Where would you say you were going?
we would just, honestly, we would usually just go to the park, Sueño
No,
Park.
no. But what would you
Oh.
tell your parents? Because if you had to
Oh.
walk to the corner to get swooped up, you had to say like, "Hey,
I was
I'm
going to
gonna."
my friend's house.
Hey, wait a minute,
I
wait a
was
minute.
going to my friends. I'll be back.
Sueño Park. I know what happens at Sueño Park. No, I'm kidding.
Soccer.
Puro soccer. Goal. Puro
Right on.
Golazo.
Hell yeah.
So he always had a lowrider.
He did.
Right, yeah.
He always had honestly, ever since we were in junior high, he had a car. But he didn't have a lowrider at that time. He had his dad's car. He just...
The B210. Nah, I'm playing.
he had his
Nah,
In
dad's-
junior high.
Yeah.
Wow.
In Isaac. That's when we started. In Isaac Junior High. I know. Isaac is
Oh, you guys are Cougars.
they were Cougars.
Hell yeah.
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 And he would pick me up for school, and of course at that time my dad wasn't home, and then drop me off, but yeah, he always had a car, and at that time it was his dad's, but then later eventually he ended up getting his own car, and he was always my ride, always take us everywhere, me and my friends. So
What was the first lowrider you guys had?
it was a Caprice.
Okay.
The Capris, and then he had several. He had Monte Carlos. He had Regals. Several
Right on.
station wagons.
So that's what got you into the.
Yes, my husband, dating him, and just being in the scene. I grew up on the West Side, where when we were with your girl, even when I wasn't with him, I was with my girls. I was cruising on Thomas at that time, or
yeah.
Central.
Easy now.
I got to cruise. I'm grateful that I was at that. I was able to cruise down Central. I got to experience that.
Yep.
So you got to experience both cruising hot spots.
Yes.
Central, Thomas.
When it was on McDowell, I even had
Now
one-
Glendale Avenue.
Now Glendale, yes. We're actually
I had to
thinking
throw that in
of
there. I had
going
to throw that in
on
there.
Saturday. We're gonna be there Saturday, tomorrow.
God willing.
Glendale, so God willing, yes.
So, Mia, did you cruise in Cano as well?
Yes, we've cruised in Cano and chilled there and everything.
Yeah.
That was a sight to see.
that
back
was a
then.
good
That
time.
was a good time.
and Cano, yes, and Cano was fun, and I'm telling you, until they
They
started
all
putting
were
those-
fun. Thomas, McDowell, all that. It was a shut the whole block down, right?
Right,
The
it
whole
was good
strip
time.
down.
Jack in the Box would get packed.
Jack in the Box.
Oh,
man.
Jack in the Box.
Good day, good old day.
Yeah.
I still go to Jack in the Box. I mean, we still don't go to-
Let's go after this. Tacos on me.
Jack in the Box, yeah.
Twofer.
He said no thanks.
Now they have the little tiny taquitos.
Yeah.
My daughter actually moved to Chicago, and of course they don't have no Jack in the Box in the East Coast. So she's like, "Mom, when you come over here, can you bring me some Jack in the Box?" And I try, but of course,
They'll
you
be all
can't-
soggy.
Yeah, no, but by the time, you have to throw everything away. You could only take the stuff that's it. Once you pass the security is what you could take over there. So I had to throw everything. I was over here trying to take her Jack in the Box.
You know what?
And I told her they were soggy, but she didn't care.
I got an idea for you.
What?
Just talk to one of the employees and throw them a 20 or something like that, and have them I'm being serious. I've done this before.
Can I get an
Not
upgrade?
at Jack in the Box, but with other stuff. Not that kind of stuff. But you know what? Because the tacos, they're frozen. You know what I mean? And then they throw them in the deep fryer. Ask them like, "Hey, sell me some tacos, but don't throw them in the deep fryer. Tell them what you're doing."
He made it all
And you know
secretly.
what?
Hey.
And then they'll sell you a little pack of tacos. They'll ring them up so
Wait a
that
minute,
way
wait
it
a
don't
minute.
mess up the inventory. And then when you check in your luggage, throw a little container in there with some dry ice or something, and boom. She's gonna have to put them in the deep fryer when she gets home,
They're
though.
gonna put it right there where they scan your luggage and be like, "Oh, she got some tacos."
Hey, Minerva, what? But is
Dude,
it tacos
I-
that she wants? Tacos?
She wanted some tacos from Jack in the Box.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. I got a buddy who has a meat company in New York, and he has the burgers, the patties. They're like really really good. I did that from New York, and I had some shipped here through my luggage, and I did it that way.
A meat smuggler.
In more ways than another.
So back to
Anyway,
low riding. Back to
anyway.
low riding, Minerva. So you got the love of low riding from your husband.
At a young age, which is cool.
And the what?
At a younger age. which is
Yeah,
really cool,
we
what I mean?
were
Yeah.
junior high, and since he had he would take his dad's car. So since he had a car, which wasn't his, but we'd be always taking off and doing things or whatever, sneaking out. Of course, that's why they sent me to Mexico during junior high afterwards. But yeah,
What part of Mexico?
San Luis Potosí.
Órale.
But yeah, it was because of him, and he's always had a car, and he was always into that cultura. To me, it's a cultura. He's always been into
Absolutely.
our cultura.
So speaking of the Cultura, when did Cultura Car Club come about?
In 2004, he was, my husband was actually, I've been with him since junior high, but, unfortunately he had bad run-ins with the law several times. And one of the times he was in there, because when he was out, he was in other car clubs, and he was always thinking of a lot of times I wouldn't want to go because it was mostly like had to do with the males, and the males would go and talk and have their meetings, and the females would be, left out. And he's like, you know what? And or like a lot of times he would want to go and represent, and not everyone was on the same page. So he's like, I want to do a car club or you're
co-ed.
yes,
Yeah.
where you have a say more family oriented,
Okay.
more where you it's more
Not so
family-
much political and
correct,
yeah.
because of the old ways. Like he was only the one that was able to wear the shirts at the clubs he was previously in, and I wasn't able to wear the colors. And
You had to wear the property of.
yeah,
I'm playing.
I had to be sitting on the side. I had to be not heard but seen, kind of. I'm just kidding, no.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But that's how, and he was like, I've been with him for so long. He's like, you're part of me. We're two, this is us. This is, and our kids, and he wanted something more family oriented, more where we can all have a say so.
Yeah.
And that's what we've always talked about, is that it's just not the dude. It's the whole family thing.
It's a family thing.
It's a family thing. Everybody's got a little bit involved with.
Everybody has skin in the game.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Then he started like wanting to create his own club. He wanted to, so he started looking into names one of the times he was in there, right? And eventually he came up with the name. But because he was in there, he ended up getting help from his brother to basically call the president, find out. And that's how he ended up finding it. When he got out, he got in touch with the president of the original chapter, which is in El Paso, Texas. Yes, and they gave him the okay. I guess it had just the Cultura Car Club had just started in El Paso.
And what year is this?
This was in
04?
Yes.
Okay.
04. So he wasn't really aware of it, but he eventually found out, and he got the okay for him to start his own chapter, and basically he had let them know what he was wanting to do, where he wanted it to be more of family oriented and to do for the community. He's always lived here in this area where you see not everyone's the best in economy wise, so he was always wanting to do for the children, for other people. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
He's always been the type that when his friends called him, he was always there. He would go above and beyond sometimes. But
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Is the El Paso chapter still around?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They're still around.
Right.
Sometimes they'll come. They show up. When it's his yearly event, they'll be here. They'll show up. They're gonna be here this year.
Are they like a headquarters? Do you guys ever have to go to meetings out there or anything like that to El Paso?
No.
No.
You guys are independent from that chapter?
We're not independent. We do have to report to them.
Report to them,
yeah,
but
things,
okay.
certain things, and we communicate back and forth. Shout out to
Magic.
Magic.
President of the car club.
Magic
Okay.
over in El Paso. He's real firme.
Nice.
firme
Yeah,
gente.
but we
He's
keep in touch
real
with
good.
them, but we don't have our the presidents, they keep in touch.
Sure.
And they know everything that's going on, and he'll show up. Last year he brought his Cadillac, his badass top shelf.
What year is it?
What year is it?
90s, no?
It's como que
2005.
2095.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Cadillac.
It's
Yeah.
done up pretty good.
Nice.
It's a nice ride.
And so, Angel, you're the president
Yes.
here of the Phoenix chapter, I guess we could say,
Correct.
correct? And how did you get into low riding or your early days of getting involved in the culture?
I was born with it in my blood. I mean, cars. I just love cars. As far back as I can remember, I've just been crazy about cars. As a kid, I was born in Yuma, and the house we lived in, right across the street, there was a Chica's bar. There was a bar there.
Yeah.
And it was like a hangout. A bunch of lowriders were always there and stuff. And I just used, as a kid, just
Fascinated.
I was fascinated by the car. Just the other day, I was thinking about this. All these guys with they have the underside lit now.
Yeah.
I'm talking the early 70s. I vividly, like, I'm looking at this 64 right now. That was, he had the red, white, and green painted like under his engine carriage, and then it was lit up. So and he it was lifted, so he'd lift it up,
And you could see
it was lit at night, and you could see the red, white, and green across his suspension front. So I love cars. A friend of my brother's had a 64 wagon lifted there in Yuma, and just Chino Jimenez was his name, and my tios and all their friends and stuff, they all had these rides, and I just
Gravitated.
yeah, I've just loved cars. I got my first car when I was 15.
What was it?
15, 66 Impala wagon.
Hey, there you go.
Given to me by my tío. My grandparents came over in the mid '60s from
Mexico.
Sonora, and so I grew up with my grandparents, and they were farm workers. So my first job, when I turned 18, my long-term job was I worked in the lettuce for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So, but before then, we'd go up to our summers. We'd go up Northern California. I got to pick
Strawberry.
everything. We didn't pick strawberry, apricots, pepino, tomate, all of it, you know.
Yeah.
And so we were up in Salinas when I got my first ride, and I was 15 years old. And you're a kid, you don't really have a lot of money, so we heated up the springs.
Hell yeah.
Went all the way down,
Yeah.
put some 520s on
That's
it,
what you do.
and boom, that was my ride right there.
Hell yeah.
And man, cruising was just off the hook. It was just
Up there in
bumper to
Salinas?
bumper.
Oh,
In
we're-
Salinas.
okay.
In Salinas. It was just bumper to bumper every weekend. And I loved it. And I just love cruising. I love, and like sometimes I'll be at home and I just tell my wife, you know what?
Just go for a cruise.
I'm gonna go for a cruise. She doesn't like it, so to me it's therapy. And I'm like, where are you gonna go? I'm like,
Drive it around.
I'm gonna drive around.
Yeah. Burn gas.
Yeah, burn gas.
You know what I mean?
Put my jam out. Put my jams on, and
It's like you
cruise.
said earlier. I like what you said. It's therapy.
It's therapy. Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. It relaxes
Me
me.
time. It's me
yeah.
time.
Yeah. We were at a body shop, Triple J. Shout out to that guy, Julio Triple J. And we went to pick up my friend's car that he had painted, and a friend of mine was with me, and Julio asked him, because Julio's a lowrider también. So he's like, do you lowride also? And he's like, no. And Julio's like, man, it's an expensive hobby. He says, but I'll tell you what, when you're driving your car, como que andas en las nubes. And that's, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's just, I love it.
What do you drive, Angel, right now?
67 Impala.
Clean.
67.
Let me rewind a little bit. So you're up in Salinas, and so correct me if I'm wrong, but going back into like lowrider history, Los Angeles is like known for lowriding. They're the
The Mecca.
or whatever. But I heard somewhere that lowriding started in Northern California, in San Jose area, and that's where it actually started, and then it made its way down to Los Angeles. Los Angeles being Los Angeles, so they staked the claim as, like, you know, like you said, the Mecca.
Jeff, that started on 39th and Roosevelt. Lowriding started on 39th and Roosevelt.
Well, that could be argued, but yeah, I'll tell you what, Northern California, man, they'll give they'll give Southern California a run for their money when
Yeah.
it comes to lowriders.
Yeah, they have
I mean,
nice.
there's some nice rides. I mean,
Yes, there is.
You know, man, yeah, Southern California has always been,
Yeah, I get it.
that's where the first guy that put hydraulics on that 53 vet or the 55 vet.
Correct. It was a
Arguita.
Corvette. It was a
Arguita.
Corvette.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always been, but over there,
It's
I mean,
arguably,
and
it's a
that's
thing.
why East Side Story, that's
Yeah.
where they cruise on Story over there. That's where the East Side Story
Sure.
came from, So cruising's big over there, and the lowrider scene is huge, and they have a lot of nice rides
Yeah.
also.
Anyway,
Cultura
I,
Car
I
Club.
didn't mean to sidetrack or rewind, but I just wanted to get your take on it. You know what I mean? Since you were up in that area
Yeah.
in them times.
So after the wagon, what did you get after that?
You know what? So as a kid, my tios and my dad, they were mostly into like the muscle cars and
Yeah.
hot rods
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So I got into that for a while, and I had '67 Chevelle, Super Sport.
Hell yeah.
I had a Roadrunner, a '68
Oh.
Roadrunner. I just had different cars. I had the one I really liked, and not for whatever, it was just really fast. It was an IROC.
Yeah.
I had an '87 IROC.
Yeah.
Man, I love that thing. It was just
Ain't nothing
really,
wrong with that, man.
It was
Nothing wrong with
really,
that.
That's dope. Man.
it really went. But then again, I come back to my roots.
Sure.
Then I
Go on
got
slow.
67. I mean a '69 Impala, and then I got another 69. That was a Caprice.
And this you're in Yuma now. Back to Yuma?
No, actually, so in 1976 we moved to Blythe.
Okay.
So I grew up in Blythe.
Okay.
But we, like I said, we were farm workers. So my
Went where the work was at.
yeah. So 1982 is when I turned 18, and I got on with this Bud Annal, it was called, big in the lettuce. So this was seasonal work. So we were like 6 months down here, 6 months up north. So I did that for like 5 years. I worked in Santa Maria, Salinas, and I would do that,
Let me get the understanding. How'd you come about in this car club here?
Well, I met Chino. I'd never been in a car club, and I met Chino. Actually, I met him at a fundraiser for.
Who's Chino?
Chino is Minerva's husband,
Okay.
and he was the president of Cultura Car Club,
Oh, okay.
and he had esophageal cancer. And so I met him at a fundraiser for himself, and we just hit it off, and we
Clicked.
clicked. We bonded. It became a really strong friendship, and I hung out with him, helped him with his ride, my son and I, and we just hung out, and he asked me a few times if I would. He wanted to put a plaque on my ride, and I'm like, I'm good, brother.
Solo rider.
Yeah, and as time went on, and like we got really close. We had a strong friendship, and I didn't know him for a whole long time before he passed. It was probably within the year, and but like I said, we became pretty close, and we spent a lot of time together. And one time he told me, and I said, all right, man, well,
You'll commit.
I'll plaque. Yeah, I'll
Put a plaque.
now, mind you, like I said, I'd never been in a car club, so I don't really know what I was getting myself into,
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I'll get a plaque. He's like, no, he He went and took the plaque off his ride. He says, "I want you to have my
man.
plaque." I said, I can get my own. He says, "No, I want you to have this one." At some point, he did something where they bent it, and I don't know what the story was. I remember, but he's like, "I didn't want to straighten it out. I'm gonna leave it like that."
Wow.
So it's a little, the legs are like a little bent. So but like that, but he's like, he gave me his plaque. He put it on my car, and so we started cruising together and stuff. You know, he was ill, so he didn't really get out a whole lot. But we cruised a few times and went to a couple car shows. And one day I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see Chino. He's put something on there. He's like, you know, this is a new member of Cultura Car Club and whatever. And then he's like, when I'm gone, this guy's taking over. So I'm like, I called him. I said, "Man, don't talk like that. You know, you're good. You're gonna be good." But he wasn't around for much longer after that. You know, we as a matter of fact, we went to a really good friend of his, Sleepy Nunez. He had just passed away from a freak accident, and there was a car show at the Purple Turtle for him. So that was the first car show I'd ever been to with the plaque and so this was a Saturday. He passed away a week later. The following Saturday. So, and then that's how.
You guys must have bonded real quick and real good because he entrusted you with the club. Basically,
He passed the baton.
Yeah.
you must have showed some good quality to him that he entrusted you with that.
Well, like I said, we bonded really good.
Right on.
I had a lot of cariño for him, a lot of
Right.
respect.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
he's a firme guy.
So the plaque that he gave you is that the plaque that you still currently
I have
like?
that.
Yeah.
I have that plaque right now in my car.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I've only met you for a few minutes here, and actually, you know what? I can see you're a stand-up guy, man. I can see why
thanks.
he.
I appreciate
I can see why he entrusted you with
I appreciate that.
that honor.
Not
right there.
not just you, Angel, but everybody in here, your crew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like good vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Good vibes.
you know, and I tell everyone, and when I tell everyone, he left me the club, but I feel, and I've taken Minerva as my sister, and we, you know, I love her like a sister.
Right on.
She's I feel very protective about her, and I treat her like my sister. I see her like
Right
my
on.
sister.
It's a family thing.
So the car that you helped him out with, Angel, the car, Minerva rolls it, right? Is that the car you're talking about?
Yeah, Chino's car, yeah.
I never
That-
met Chino, but I've always seen Minerva rolling it,
Yeah.
and she does a good job.
And
with
what,
it
and what
too.
car is that?
Thank you very much. It's a '68 Chevy Caprice.
Oh man,
I saw her.
We love
I saw her
Caprices.
rolling up, bumping the music and shit. I was like,
Thank you.
I started toe tapping. I started moving.
Hey
and
Jeff,
shit when she was rolling in.
Jeff, it's a sight to see when she's rolling that.
I
ride.
saw
She-
her when she was rolling right here on Roosevelt.
They got it. She got it backed up, and,
And then
she hits the switch.
She,
and
you know,
hits
she
the
was
switch
turning
that way,
in. I
and
was like, what?
I had opportunity to roll with them to the Nippers.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Man, it was cool, man. It was cool following them.
All right. Cool.
So I want to ask Minerva, what was your thought behind when Chino was telling you, like, hey, I met this guy named Angel. I think I want to,
You know,
build
I
this
really
friendship and
didn't
bond?
know Angel. I had heard stories of Angel, because him and my husband were friends. But the thing with, like I said, with my husband, a lot of times he would, because I'm like right now I'm working overtime, always working. he would tell me like, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, and then I'd be like, okay, well, go ahead, have fun. So he would always tell me about Angel, and he would come home and tell me like, I met this cat, he's a really good guy, you know, you're gonna like him, and he's family oriented, you know, just what he wanted.
Right.
Because my husband, what like I said, like what he wanted was like a family oriented
Club. Yeah.
you know, for everyone to be involved, and you know, so he's like that. He's like, and I'm like, well, that's good. So when I first met him, there's love. There's a lot of love and respect, and with that, it's like more of a family. We have more of a family car club. Like it feels more of a family community here.
Right.
And when we go for events, of course, my husband, when he would go show up at events, it was always for someone that's doing a fundraiser or someone that's doing for the community. He was always big on for doing the community and a cultura, of course, you know.
Yeah.
He was always about cultura and the community. And so when we would show up, it was always because of, you know, helping out or doing for. He wouldn't like to go show for like, well, what's the money going to? I don't know. Oh, okay, well then let's not go there because we don't know where it's going. You know, if it has to do with helping the community, that's where we show up. Until this day, that's what we're all about. You know, just because of him. But like I said, when he told me about Angel, he talked greatly. But when I met him, the puzzle fit in perfectly.
Nice.
Right on.
And now you're the president.
Yes.
Angel's the president of the
There it
Cultura
is.
Yes.
Car Club.
Got the baton.
Yeah, and that's you know, because we would talk about stuff related to the club and what, you know, when he was trying to get me to come on. This is what I envision. This is what I want. This is how I.
This is what I'm about.
So,
This
Angel,
is
both of you, what is the vision? What was that vision? What is it?
His biggest thing was breaking stereotypes. You know, you know, we're looked at, and you know, like going back to when I started cruising, back in the '80s, early '80s. Almost every cruise night ended with the shootout. You know, and the cagapalos that were out there and stuff, and it was and they and the police, you know. They associated lowriding with
Gang activity.
gang
And
activity.
you know what?
And
It probably was back then.
maybe
it
a little.
was.
Mostly wasn't. At least I know I couldn't afford to have those badass rides that I was looking at. I had my little hoopty, which I loved, but I mean, and I wasn't a banger or anything, but I loved the cruise. But anyway, he wanted to get away from that and go mainstream. You know, do stuff for the community.
Yeah.
And just break the stereotype that, you know, lowriding can be a good thing, and there's good people in the lowriding community.
And they're always
Yes, there is.
Yes.
And so being that he had cancer and stuff, we talked about doing stuff for like the children, and we talked specifically. We said like St. Jude's or how about Phoenix Children's, you know. So we had talked about doing something, but you know he was gone before we could do it. But so
Doing it in his honor.
In his honor,
Yeah.
you know, we're like we hit up Phoenix Children's, and let me tell you, it's not easy. You know, because they're very protective and rightly so
image.
of the image.
Sure.
And we had to jump through some hoops to get them to let us.
Get on board with you guys.
Yes, and for us to use their logo.
No. Okay.
You know, it took a while. But we finally broke through, and this will be our 3rd year anniversary on March 15th. Will be, and we call it Chino's Cruise for the Cure. So, and every penny every cent that comes in, every dollar that comes in goes straight to Phoenix Children's, and we do it publicly. We've the first year I think we it was like $180 shy of $6,500. We
Oh,
all
wow.
pitched in the $180 to make it an even $6,500. So we went over there, and they give us like a big check that we can present to,
Cool.
Nice.
And then last year, it was because where we're doing it is Cesar Chavez, so we could only fit so many people in there. Both years,
At the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Park, yeah.
For Future
Yeah.
Park. Future Park. Yeah, they call it.
We call it Cesar Chavez.
We call it
so.
Future.
so it fills up, and we turn a lot of people away, or it fills up, and that's about the amount of
Capacity.
the capacity. So that's about the money we raise. But a lot of the money comes from and a big shout out to all the car clubs
Yes,
that have
big shout
sponsored
out.
us.
Car Club community.
The lowrider community, a lot of car clubs. I'd say last year I think we got like 50 car clubs sponsoring us.
Oh, wow.
It's $100 for them to sponsor a sponsorship of $100, and then they pay their entry fee
Fee.
Yeah.
when they're there. So
You
that's
get
where that-
$5,000 right out the gate from 50.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
So
everything else
so-
on top.
I got to tell you personally, the first year and second year, I'm just blown away. To see the love that's shown
Car Club
and,
community has shown.
the community. But then again, in our community, I know most of us know somebody that has benefited from Phoenix Children's. Mexicans have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I know I have.
So,
I have.
yeah. A quick story. I have a cousin that was in a quad accident in Yuma. He got flown to Phoenix Children's from Yuma, cracked his head open, and they said they were just waiting for him to pass away. That he wasn't going to make it, but he did in the
Phoenix Children.
Phoenix Children's.
Dude, Phoenix Children, man,
So,
they're-
and there's countless stories like that.
There is, man. Phoenix
And,
Children's, they show up.
Yeah, and really, God knows what He's talking about when He says it's more blessed to give than to receive. It's just a wonderful feeling to be able to give,
Absolutely.
give back.
Yeah.
Good for the soul, man.
You
I've
know-
always said
Good for
it's
the
good for
soul.
the soul to give back.
And again, it's showing the world out there that we're not all that bad.
Yeah.
Correct.
We're
There's
just
good out
people.
there.
We're just people.
We're
We
not
have
gang
we
bang.
have a love. Well, we have a love. I have a deep love for the low riders. The
Yeah.
cars, the
As we
lifestyle.
deep love.
Yeah.
We all.
And since we've done this podcast, we've had more car club people and things like that in the culture. And you're exactly right. You're right. Like the car club community gets together and they support each other, which is a cool ass thing, right? That everybody supports each other's cause that they do. And I think it also it's because we can relate to. We might have somebody in our family that has something that they're supporting to help. So we just keep
Yep.
supporting the community, because without that, I mean, who's going to help support?
Scratching each other's back.
Correct.
Yep.
And I think we have to continue to do that. I think it's really cool that everybody does that and there's not that division, because I think back in the day when we were going through in the 90s, there was sometimes a little division between the car clubs, but it's a great thing to see that everybody supports each other, comes together, and it's all good. It's fun. They're fun events, right?
Low riding.
All right.
Low riding.
Yeah.
All right.
Minerva, you know what? I'm gonna get back to low riding. You're a girl. You're a woman.
Female.
You took the car over, right? That was.
Yes.
I mean, that was your guys' car, but he probably always drove.
Yes.
You're driving now.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels great. It feels great because it is. I think it's an empowerment. I mean, I feel it. It's empowering, and people looking at you and everything. but it's also different. I feel it's like a shock to people around me. Like when I'm driving, people are looking at me like, "What the hell are you driving? Why are you driving?" You know, things like that. But it feels good because, you know, and that's basically what my husband wanted. He wanted to break that stereotype. Where
Nice.
He wanted me to. He wanted to be like I said, family oriented, where the wife was also involved, and you know, I don't know, just to break the barrier and the politics of like the old ways and stuff like that. But
Nice.
It feels good when you know you're rolling and they give you that thumbs up, right? You're a
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
The guys are trying to like, right? All that, right?
I want to ask you this: when you first took over the car and you took it out cruising, and you started getting the looks, you know, for men, women, thumbs up, like Chris said, like how did you feel?
I'm gonna tell you what my daughter told me. Why do you have that stupid grin on your face? I didn't know how. I was just nervous. Honestly, I was nervous. I was like just smiling, I mean, I was just nervous, but it felt good. It felt good at the same time. And I was just smiling. But yeah, that's how I felt.
From
Nice.
the passenger to the driver, it's a different feeling,
It is
right?
a big difference,
It is.
and it was really scary at the beginning because all I thought about is like my husband. Like I would hear him in my head, "You better not hit."
yeah.
Don't
Mess
scrape
up
the rims. Don't scrape the rims.
You already know.
Curb checker.
The tires, the car, you know, just
Make sure the brakes are
everything.
working.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I just kept hearing them and hearing them in my head.
Nice.
So whenever so my brother brought up the brake. Do you kind of get in the motor if you have to, or you just rely on?
You know
on
what?
your- on-
Honestly, I still haven't. I sit there and I looked. I'm trying to learn still, but I still haven't.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
fine.
Honest answer, though. It's honest answer. You know.
Hey, she works a lot of overtime, man. She ain't got time for
You're
that
lucky
shit
I'm
right now.
here. You're lucky.
She's trying to get tacos
She ain't
to
got no time
Chicago.
for that shit.
I'm trying to get some Jack in the Box
She's
tacos.
smuggling fucking Jack in the Box tacos to fucking Chicago and shit. Like, hey, we're on a bigger operation right now, right?
Before we take a break real quick, I just wanted to ask Angel. So you said, you know, you had reservations and hesitation of getting in clubs prior. So your decision to join a club, was it a good decision? I mean, or, you know, what's your opinion now about that you joined a club? Because you said before, like, you know, you really didn't know what you were going to get yourself into. Now that you have yourself into it,
Well, and I don't want to be haughty or proud. I like what we're doing. Putting on events is a lot of work.
correct.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of work, but it's very satisfying. It's
Right.
very satisfying, and I just pray that I stay humble, and it's all glory to God. It's not.
Right.
I don't. Like I said, it's the community that's doing it, because without all these people showing up, none of this will happen.
Right.
You know, it's all these people that are coming to supporting, and that's who makes it happen. All of us together.
Right.
You know,
But
Can I elaborate a little bit on that? Because the question he asked, I kind of feel it's like when a car club approaches you and you're like, you already know, like, oh, they want you to pay dues and they want you to perform. They want you to go here, there. You know?
They like your car.
I-
They want you to show it under their name.
Well, it's like you gotta show your car here, and you're like, you know what? I already got plans with my wife. We're going somewhere else. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. So it's like demanding.
Yeah.
Majority of the
commitment
car club.
with some.
There's some car clubs, and I know this car club is relaxing. It is. This is relaxing. They show up to special events, Toys for Tots, stuff like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like they're just trying to help instead of like.
Right.
There are car clubs out there that are like, pay your dues. We want to show. You got to have nothing but chrome on the bottoms. It's demanding, man.
Yeah, right.
It's not cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To
Well,
me,
you
it
could
ain't.
tell. I could just tell by you guys have a strong fellowship, and I think it's beneficial that you guys are, somewhat small in number size. You don't have that many members, so I think it makes it, an intimate and a strong family relationship like that.
Correct.
I got that vibe from just sitting here with you guys and talking to you guys before we started recording.
And we understand. We have to understand and put each other and get in each other's shoes. We have families and we have events that we have to, people we got to take care of
Obligation
outside of the lowrider stuff. And so, yes, our club is pretty lax when it comes to rules. The biggest rule is respect.
Absolutely.
Straight up.
You have respect,
What are
and,
respect?
and,
That's all.
and everything will go. You respect each other, and things will work out good.
And that's probably why everybody shows up to your shows.
There's actually in the Cultura rule book,
My husband was all about respect.
you're supposed to have wires.
Past the wire.
You have to have wires on your car.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
The whiskers?
but
No.
I know.
when I met Chino, I've had wires, I've had Supremes on my car, I've gone back and forth, but I like the way it looks with the hubcaps,
It looks great. It looks
and that's
dope.
That's how I roll. I like it like
The original look.
and so
Right.
I came in like that. I guess I'm grandfathered in.
You're the president, huh?
Yeah.
Little Trump right here. Minerva, the car club. How many cars you guys got all together?
Yeah.
I know, but this is for the audience. And
5?
Five
Can,
cars?
can you name them all, Minerva?
I can't right now.
That's all
Sorry,
right.
I've been drinking.
That's
can't.
okay.
I know you guys got some
Took a couple
clean ass
shots.
Impalas,
Yeah. And right now,
convertibles.
we're gonna
that
take-
are in the
But
car club. And
I do wanna bring up something. It's
Sure.
called Chino's Cruise for the Cure, because we were supposed to cruise at the beginning. At the beginning, we were supposed to cruise. We were actually looking to get it at Heroes Park in Glendale. But
They're under
I hate to
construction.
bring up politics. Oh, I don't know how it is now. I don't
No,
know.
no, right now.
But
Like,
they are. Glendale is a ripoff.
Stickler.
He
I
ended up.
told you, man. I told you. You're living in the wrong city.
I told you, man. The fucking Glendale.
wrong with you guys?
motherfuckers. I'm born and raised in Nevada in Glendale, so like,
The reason why, like I said, it was because it was gonna be supposedly there and then cruise by the house, but we ended up having it at but that's the I just wanted to bring that up. That's why the Chino's Cruise for a Cure. That's where the name, because a lot of people are like, "Where are we cruising?" They still ask, like, "Are we cruising it?" No, we were supposed to, but we eventually ended up changing it to Cesar Chavez Park,
Future Park.
Future Park.
Let's bring the cruise to McDowell again.
How about Thomas?
No, that's fine. No.
We could go to McDowell. It's all right.
well,
McD's.
I think we're going to take a break, and then we're going to get 2 more members from your club in and get to hear their story. So
Wait a minute, real quick, before we take that break. Any last parting words before you guys come off the couch and we get some couple other people in here?
I just want again. I want to thank everybody, all the car clubs. Thank you guys for having us. We came here. I understand to promote our Chino's Cruise for the Cure.
yeah.
Yep.
So we're
Purple
still,
Turtle.
We're still taking sponsors. We're a month away,
Yes.
month and a half.
March 15th
March
is the date.
15th. So all the sponsors that want to come alongside us and every penny. Here's the deal. So, and anybody that puts on any event knows this. There's insurance. There's the park fee,
Sure.
which City of Phoenix has been
The beer
awesome
permits.
to us. It's,
All the permits.
It's next to nothing. Really, the fees. The insurance is the kicker there, and the we'll get trophies, plaques, or whatnot.
There's behind the
but
scenes expenses.
The expenses we run with the expenses.
Sure.
Cultura Car Club. So every donation, every sponsorship, 100% of it goes to Phoenix Children.
Hell yeah.
Good to know.
Right
Good to
on.
know.
Good to know.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And we'll pick back up on that after we talk to the other
right
2
on.
members, and then we'll see what we
All
can
right.
do.
Thank you
All
guys.
right, thanks.
Thank
Yeah.
you guys.
No, thank you guys. All right, and we're back. I'm getting the finger saying, "Hey, you're back now. Hey, we're right up here. Hey, we got some new members from Cultura up here on the couch. If you would introduce yourselves, please.
Homie.
Órale. Okay, I'll go first.
Homie.
I guess they're putting
Stars.
you
Right, right, putting you on blast.
Shell
Mr.
shock.
Chingon Rodriguez.
right on.
Simón.
Sheila Santana.
Nice to meet you.
And I'm Jerry Santana.
Right on.
Right on.
Right on. Hey, so you're with Cultura Car Club. So real quick, let's get into Jerry. Let's get into how you got into lowriding.
Long story. So for me, it started when I was about 8 years old.
Ooh.
Long time ago, 1970s. So we were at a park. My uncle was having a soccer game at Griffith Park. And we're sitting there, and I was on a Saturday. Then all of a sudden, the scene started changing. Cars started showing up. I had no clue. I was always into little cars, but never into this. So I remember when we're walking to the park, there was a red 76. Now I know what it is, but back then I didn't know. It was a red 76 Caprice. Convertible. And I'm walking by there, and I'll never forget the song. The Message was playing.
Ah, damn.
And as I'm walking by, I don't know why, it struck me. I look over, and I looked in there. I was looking inside.
Broken glass everywhere.
And the guy's like, "You want to get inside?" And he opened the door for me, and I got inside, and I was
That's it.
starstruck. That's where it started for me.
He let you inside his ride.
Yeah.
A lot of low riders don't let you do that.
8 years old. That's when it started for me.
Yeah.
But,
That evolved into, I got into lowrider bikes and stuff.
And then your first ride, what was it?
My first ride,
Lowrider ride.
lowrider. I don't want to talk about my first ride. My first lowrider was a 1979 Malibu
Okay.
coupe. Yeah.
Right on.
Let's rewind. I want to hear about your first ride.
No,
dog.
you-
Yeah, high school or whatever.
Yeah, I was about 16. It was a Ford Pinto station wagon.
Damn.
Oh, really? Shit, I take that now myself.
I had a lot of fun in that.
It was good on gas.
Don't get rear-ended.
Yeah, don't get rear-ended.
Yeah.
So this is back in California?
Yeah.
Right on.
I'm from Paramount, California.
Okay.
Okay.
So you made your way to Arizona.
Uh,
Brought the lowrider.
a bunch of reasons. I got transferred over here. It was a good opportunity for me for a new start. I don't want my kids growing up where I grew up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Understandable.
Right on.
Always had a lowrider, or was there a time where it's just like
I had
family first?
I had a few other stuff.
Okay.
Different lifestyles came in. I had that Malibu. I had a couple El Caminos. I had a Nissan pickup back in the mini truck days.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I had a.
KMCs.
Um,
You had some KMCs?
no,
on
they were McLean's.
McLean's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
McLean's. Back when
Oh,
McLean's.
so you
was
had
a thing.
spokes on them still.
Yeah.
All right.
Right on. Right.
I had a Grand National at one point.
Damn, hell yeah.
Dang, that'd be something to hang on to these days.
And had I known, I sold it to buy a house.
Yeah. Oh, so you got a house
And
out of it.
I ended
That's
up
good.
losing the house. So if I would have known I was going to lose the house, I would have never sold
Kept
it.
the Grand National.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, those Grand Nationals, man, those things.
Yeah, that one's
Those are gold.
that one still stings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all have a stinger. Everybody has one of those
stinger.
things like, damn, man.
For sure.
All right.
I shouldn't have.
And how about you, Sheila?
Me.
Where you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah.
Throw your set in the air.
Say it again.
Born and raised in Arizona.
That's what I'm talking about. Whereabouts are you from?
I grew up in Guadalupe until I was
right.
15.
Get down.
Yaki's in the house.
I'm a Yaqui.
Yaquisita.
Did you go to Marcos Deniza?
No, I didn't go to high school. I got married.
Now we're
very
talking.
young.
There we go.
Get down.
Yeah, I started having kids at 17. Yeah,
Hey, pirates, fish and chips. Huh?
yeah, I remember that. No, but this is all new to me. He's the one that got me into it. I
Okay.
was married before, and my husband had a few cars, and I just parked them after he passed, you know, and he ended up like, why don't you do something with these? And I'm like, what am I going to do? You know, I don't drive them. I was scared to drive them. And now it's like,
You're in it.
you can't get me out of them.
Yeah,
What,
nice.
what cars are you talking about?
63 Impala and a 61 Impala.
Nice.
shit.
I know I've seen these cars.
Yeah, I've seen 'em too.
immaculate, man.
Tip top.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Clean.
Not show
60.
cars, but, you know,
They're show cars.
They're show-
they get us
Clean.
around.
So
But you guys drive
Guadalupe,
it.
Guadalupe was it's a low riding town. They have shows over there. I mean,
Yeah.
then you never paid attention, or was that just?
My husband, like Minerva's husband, he was in the scene. He was all over the place, and you know, taking his car to show the car to the shows and whatnot. But I was never into it. I was a mom, so I was home with the kids. You know, but we ended up buying an '86 Regal.
Yeah.
And we started driving it around, and I'm like, oh, this is fun, you know?
Yeah.
It is fun.
And he's like, well, let's get the cars running because they weren't running. He did a lot of work to them.
Jerry.
You know, props
Right
to
on.
him to get them running. But, yeah.
I could have. I seen these cars. They're nice. They're bad. They're badass.
They're beautiful
badass.
cars.
And he drives one, but the dope thing is she drives the other one, and it's a dope black. It looks cool. It's cool because they're following. She's following him, and her. You know, a woman driving that car is just like it's a force to be seen.
It's sexy.
It's cool. It is.
It is. It's
you know?
sexy to see a woman driving a, you know.
She's all bundled up with
That's right.
beanie. That's cool. You know, she got the top down, but you can still tell that's a lady driving, and you can tell she's following her old man, and it's cool to see, man. It is.
And you enjoy it now, right? And now that you've been
Yeah.
doing it, you thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have this RBF face. And he's like, that mean mugging when you're driving. It's like,
You gotta let the people know you ain't fucking around.
And so, what made you guys decide to join Cultura?
Well, I was in a club in California.
Okay.
For a while. It was a prominent club, but it was all man.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of these guys, they didn't even have families. They didn't have wives because they couldn't. It was either the family or the club. And for most of them, the club came first.
Wow.
And when I moved here, it was a bunch of reasons. One, I sold my car. Two, I was too far away. I couldn't do meetings, so I left the club. So all this time, I took a break. I wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I had a couple other cars in between,
Yeah.
but I wasn't really involved in the scene.
Right.
So I ended up selling them. And then when I met her, we kind of started the family thing. And it wasn't until we got that Regal when I said, you know what, let's start getting out there.
Yeah.
And I bought it for that reason, so we can start going out there. And then we started going out. She didn't want to go out. We didn't know anybody here, really, you know, in Phoenix. I didn't know the scene here. So we started going out, started kind of meeting people, and then I was approached by an ex-member of the club. And coincidentally, I met Angel one day before I was going to have surgery for the same situation he's having. So it kind of struck me as like a calling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next day after my surgery, he was the first one to call me
Oh, wow.
of anybody to see how I was doing. So that kind of solidified it. And I asked them, what are you guys about? You know, because I don't want to do any like what I've done before. I want to involve my family. Oh, and that's what it was about.
So when you say before, it's like just the politics of it, right? Pay
politics,
dues,
yeah.
show up here when you got time with your family. You're like, no, you got to show here.
Yeah. So
that type of stuff, right?
Basically, the car I had there, it was a 63 Impala black. So when it was my turn to get it built, I had a vision And when it was done, it was beautiful, but it wasn't my vision.
They dictated it.
They dictated. I wanted it. I wanted a certain interior.
Yeah.
I did want it black, but
They put a twist, their
yeah.
twist to it
Mhm.
instead of what
And when it
your
was
vision
done,
was.
it was beautiful, but it just wasn't my vision.
It wasn't yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, that was what I didn't want. And then we wanted to help. We wanted to be able to make a difference in the community.
Yeah.
Like Angel said, breaking stereotypes, helping the community, supporting causes, and just the family thing.
Right.
Involve the family.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks cool when they're rolling down the block and we're following them and I see them from up. It looks cool. It's cool because he's leading the pack. She's following them. It's dope. It's dope.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel, Sheila, when you're rolling that car?
Like Minerva, I got that.
Empowered. Empowered.
That's cool.
It's respect. People respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of people like knew my husband back in the day, and they recognized those cars. So like, I'm kind of keeping his memory alive by having those cars out there.
Okay.
Because people are like, "Oh, I know that car," you know. We're like, "Yeah," because a lot of people thought I sold them because they didn't see him after he passed, and now that they see him out, they're like, "Wow, she still has them," you know.
Convertibles.
go.
Both of them convertibles.
Yeah.
Clean.
That's cool. Right on.
Oh.
Nice.
How about you, homie? You low riding? You've always been low riding too, right?
Yes, sir. Been low ride. I was born into it.
There you go.
Right
All
on.
right. Tell us the
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
I was born into it. My father was into low riding back in the day, and that's what we grew up in, different cars. I think the one I remember the most was the 63 Impala,
All right.
cruising down Whittier. Whittier was a spot to cruise back then.
Are you from? You're from LA too?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we're from Maywood Bell Gardens.
I know exactly where you at.
Hell yeah.
I lived there for a little bit.
Oh, that's
a
it.
couple months, but
Okay.
I was there.
Hiding out. He was hiding out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Witness
man.
protection. Witness
sir,
protection. I just
Hey,
bullshit.
don't say it out loud, man.
You're not from Maywood, are you?
Kyovo. But just born into it, man. Just
All right.
just living that lifestyle the whole life, and that's what I was taught, We were 5 years
Cars.
old, taught how to take care of cars and making sure your clothes was creased. And,
Hell yeah. There you go.
back then we didn't wear shoes. We wore the Stacy Adams.
Stacy's.
Yeah.
Stacy Adams school. We're elementary school. We're in Stacy Adams.
Playing football, playing soccer, hooping, and Staciana, like Danny Zuko and shit.
There you go. That's exactly
So you got the same story. You came probably over here, and now you're in Cultura.
Yes.
How'd that happen?
It was pretty amazing. The question was asked, it's like, what are you about? And I'm like, well, I don't know. I want to help people. They're like, well, what's your vision of helping people? I said, look, I've been my whole life. I've been taking stuff away.
Yeah.
It's time for me to change my lifestyle and start giving back.
Yeah.
And that was a question that I was asking. They were like, all right, orale. So here we are, man. It's an awesome journey.
Yeah.
Really awesome.
And when did you come to the Valley here in Phoenix?
Oh, I've been out, well, not Phoenix, but yeah, I've been out here in Arizona since the 90s.
All right.
Yeah, flew in from Hawaii.
Oh, dang. So you went from LA to Hawaii?
Yes.
Hawaii to here.
My first lowrider I actually bought in Hawaii.
Ah,
Damn.
What was it? What was it?
64 Impala.
Yeah.
64?
Rust bucket falling apart, but it was my first lowrider.
Got all that salt in the air.
Yeah, man. Quarter panels were gone, everything, but it was drivable.
So what do you currently have?
87 Regal.
87. Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Yes, thank you.
Right on. Yeah.
Right on. Cultura.
Yeah. How long have you been in the club yourself?
Myself, a year.
A year?
A couple years, yeah.
Okay.
You enjoying it?
Oh, I love it. It's awesome, man. These people are awesome. Their whole vision is about helping other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Something that I'm not accustomed to, and that's all they do. And I'm learning from them.
Yeah.
And they want to be out there and just. I see them put money together, and I'm like, man, they're putting bits and pieces just to be able to help somebody.
Yeah.
You know, and that's awesome. It's awesome to learn.
Definitely.
It really is.
It's a blessing.
Yes, it really is a blessing.
How did you come into their lives? You know, how did you meet up?
How
with
did you
them?
meet them? Yeah.
We started hanging out together. I don't remember how, but
Remember.
Cotton candy.
cotton candy,
Oh, you're the con. Yeah.
cotton candy.
So
Cotton candy.
bring that up. Yes, sir. Yeah, bring that up. What cotton candy? My homies like cotton candy.
Oh, no,
What do you do?
So I'm known as a cotton candy man out there. I started doing cotton candy on Glendale Avenue, just giving it away for free.
Do you play that song from Cameo? Do you bump that shit?
Oh, no,
It's
no,
like
that's
candy.
actually an older one. That's Cotton Candy Man. But yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Like
yeah,
the real cotton candy.
Yes.
Yes,
Sir,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I spin it live
Yeah.
right there in person.
Yeah.
Something that you don't see no more.
Right.
But yeah, I'm out there doing this whole thing with my wrist, and by the time I'm done, my wrist is así torcido, you know?
Yeah. How did you learn how to do that? Or how did you come across that?
It was an accident.
Yeah.
I bought a cotton candy machine and sat in the garage for some time, and I was bored one day in Halloween, and I told my brother, hey, could I set up my cotton candy machine outside your house? It's Halloween.
Yeah.
Never used it. They have no clue. And next thing you know, from what I was told, because I couldn't see, there was a line of people going around the block waiting for me to give them cotton candy.
Really?
That's
Halloween.
That's badass.
Yeah.
And it was my first time using the machine, so it went from there. I was like, dude, this is awesome. This is exciting. Watching all these people from all ages talk about their experience with cotton candy from back in the day.
Yeah.
Especially the elder people that were back when
Sure.
cotton candy was
A thing.
a thing.
Yeah.
And that's what got me. Their stories. Their stories
The
are
Candy
awesome.
Man in the house.
He was at Nippers Clippers, and he made my grandsons a cotton candy ball about this big. It was big.
Wait.
Now they have diabetes.
What's up, George?
Hold on. So you were the cotton candy dude at
Yeah. The con. Yes.
right on, man. No, because I helped put together the Nippers Clippers
Oh,
show
no,
with Shine,
okay.
you know?
Yeah.
And then at the last minute, somebody goes,
He was the DJ.
They
Oh, no.
text, they text us and said, "Hey, we're gonna get a cotton candy guy here," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool, yeah, you know."
Nah, you were like cotton candy guy. What are you talking about?
That was cool. That was cool. It's like, you know, everybody's welcome. You know, you want to bring, you want to vend, do whatever you want to sell, do it. As long as we're helping, like you said, helping the community, that's fine.
That's cool.
And then-
I mean, that's different.
Yeah, and then wow,
yeah,
this is a
that's
cotton candy
badass.
dude right here. That's cool.
You know, I gotta give it up for Nippers Clippers because I met them at and they invited me a couple of times to their event, but I met them at feeding the homeless.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
they do is they set up their hair cutting stuff.
At
y
the
todo.
Glendale Park, at Chicken Park.
Yeah, Chicken Park.
Chicken
that's right.
Park, yeah.
And they cut the homeless hair,
Yes,
the homeless
yeah.
people. So we would go out there and I would help our time, and feed the homeless. So we would set up the cotton candy machine and give cotton candy to the homeless.
All right.
Dude, it's an amazing sight to see the
Dude,
homeless.
everybody loves cotton candy.
Dude, you should see their
I don't care
faces.
who you are.
You guys like cotton candy?
Everybody loves
Right?
cotton candy.
These guys get cotton candy ice cream.
Dude, you know what? I'm not big on sweets, but I fucking love cotton candy.
It's awesome. It's
No,
something
what he's
good.
talking about is cool. You know, James was man. He likes to give back, and this club gives back the same way. I think as Nippers Clippers, they're always just thinking about the next man and who's down and out, and let's empower that down and out guy. James was like that, and I see them like that too.
Yeah,
the same way.
Absolutely.
So is your machine pinstriped?
You know what?
Yeah, hey man, that would be cool.
You know what? Didn't think about it.
Hey, so
I got a guy.
Hold on, I gotta get your number first.
I'm being serious. I got a guy.
so they were in the cotton candy line. You said you met them through cotton candy.
Well,
Minerva, were you in the cotton candy line?
Glendale?
Oh, you're in cotton candy.
I was actually setting up on the sidewalk of Glendale while everybody's cruising and sell cotton candy. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm setting up, but I'm gonna go ahead and make you one real quick.
Well, I think the first time I met you, was at the
What they're calling candy line.
Veterans Operation, Restoring Operation Veterans Hope.
Oh, okay.
She showed up to an event and I was selling cotton candy. That's right.
And there it is. Everybody,
cool.
This group, they give, and they're at all the events. They're at all.
That's amazing.
And lo and
That's
behold,
cool.
you have a Regal,
Yes.
and hey, they got a club,
Yes.
and you figured, hey man, you like their
I love their whole thing about it being a family.
Sure.
And where everybody's involved. Okay. Where I come from, it wasn't like that. You know, there's some badass car clubs out there, but they focus so much on
winning.
the limelight that they forget, you know, that the people that hold us together are the wives and kids and everybody
Yes.
else
Yeah.
that is not involved in the actual scene, you know. They hold us together.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Up. Yeah, it's not only my wife knows Minerva real well, but they've all just, we show up to a car show or whatever the event, they made me feel welcome. They're like, sit with us, kick it with us. I start talking to them. It's cool. It's good, man. Cultura's
Yeah,
good
man.
vibe.
Like I said
Real good.
earlier, like good vibes, man, all across the board from all you guys, man. Good vibes, definitely.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and you know, I've kind of seen there's a little culture shift where they're starting to incorporate a lot more women in cruising and riding, and I think that's dope. That's a really good thing, you know. And
For sure.
really,
Absolutely.
Especially
if she just got her taxes. Because you know tax season is coming up.
yeah, man, we gotta get this shit
chrome.
chrome.
I love seeing her.
I didn't
drive
get my
cars.
shit chromed out.
I love seeing women driving cars.
Yeah.
I think you know they look awesome.
Yeah, it does.
It does.
Yeah, it does, dude.
Yep.
It does.
It totally does, and it's really cool that there's a culture shift sort of that's happening, and there's a lot more women car clubs that are being established and cruising out there, and it's a great thing for the culture. The culture has to evolve, right? And it should have, unfortunately, it should have happened probably a long time ago, but you know,
You know what?
We'll take it.
Not just with lowriders, dude. Because when you see a pretty woman driving a lowrider, that shit's sexy. You know what I mean? But the other day I was at the gas station, and some lifted truck rolled up, and I'm pumping gas in my little truck, and then some chick popped out, you know, and I was like, damn, you know.
What'd she tell you?
Dude, like, move, bitch, get out the way. No, but you know what? She was in a lifted truck and everything, and I sparked a conversation with her, and I said, hey, you know what? Is that your ride? She's like, yeah, it's mine. She's into the lifted. She belongs to a club where they go four-wheeling and shit. That shit was sexy, man. So it's not only low riding.
No,
It's,
yeah.
It's everything, yeah.
Chicks with Jeeps, chicks with lifted trucks.
Chicks in general.
You know,
chick in a bucket.
Wait a minute.
hey, those are the finest ones, dude. The girls that are rolling in a bucket.
Did you get her number?
Chicks in Altima.
Got her in her. That one will shank you, fool. I got her Instagram, but I didn't get her number.
Nice. Well,
Anyway,
that's cool.
carry on.
Yeah. So you guys also are a 501c, correct? And so can you tell us how that got started? Are you able to tell us how you were able to get that?
The club was put together to help the community, right?
Yeah.
So the way that it was brought up was to make it grow and make sure that it would stay around for a very long time. So by with that mentality, that's where the whole idea of doing the nonprofit and 501c, so that the club in general can get a longevity of life for the nonprofit.
Yeah.
Because there's a bigger picture for the nonprofit than just where we're at.
501c is a tax code for all the youth.
Yeah, the guys that went to Isaac where we can't get our finances right. Yeah, explain that. Explain that, because I don't know what that is.
So the money part of the nonprofit or 501c is if you guys donate money, we're able to give you a receipt back that you guys can use on your tax.
Write it off our tax.
All right, you guys write that off. And that's where that comes into play. So it helps the person donating the money, and it helps the nonprofit organization manage that money and be able to use or get more funding.
Legitimize.
Correct.
Yes.
And actually, it opens the door now for you guys to possibly seek out grants.
Yes,
to,
it does.
to help fund things like that, right?
Yes, it does.
That's really cool.
Brand and bigger sponsors.
Correct.
As well.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Big name sponsors.
Yeah. That's
Like SeunevA.
No, that's really
It's
unique,
on
and,
the radar, though,
that's
man.
cool that you guys have that foresight and establish that to help your club, or to establish your club as a 501c because of that reason. That's very different than other clubs I've
Definitely.
ran into.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's the next move for the car club?
What's the show, right?
The
Oh, we're working on the show right now, March 15th.
Or as we call it, the cruise.
The cure.
Nice.
And this is going to happen when? When's the date of the show?
March 15th,
And it's at,
Cesar Chavez Park in Levine,
is that on the south side?
the south side.
All right.
All different types of vehicle, IROCs,
Everything.
available.
Everything's over there.
Everything welcome.
All rides are
Everybody's
welcome.
All rides are welcome.
Altimas, white Altimas.
Hey, what's wrong with Altima? We with an Altima back in the day.
No,
And
we
Cesar Chavez Park, that's, you know what, I call it Future Park. I've been going to Future Park since I was a small kid.
Yep.
Talking like early 10.
Knee high to a
12.
grasshopper.
Knee high too. Yep. My homie's dad used to take
I call it Aguila Golf Course.
No, that's over there. Hey, that's for them guys over there. You want to come this way? Come this way.
We used to fish that part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We used to jump on the city bus down 35th with our bucket of fish and
Worms.
And worms.
Worms.
Circle K used to sell worms right there.
Yeah.
Believe it.
They used to sell worms.
Yep.
Yeah.
We used to jump on the bus. My homie Chris Gamboa, all of us, we
With your Snoopy fishing pole. Remember the Snoopy fishing pole?
yeah. No, you know what?
Do you
We're
remember
past
that? The Snoopy fishing pole?
They still
From
have them
Kmart.
at,
Do they?
Walmart now.
The
Yeah, they have the character
Kmart
ones.
used to have the Snoopy fishing pole.
You know what? My homie's dad bought me a fishing pole for Cesar Chavez Park at the Checkers Yellow Front. I got my fishing pole there.
Well, at least you guys got fishing poles.
With this Levi's.
I went fishing once. You know what I mean? Hey, the best.
He went fishing once and he got crab.
The best bluegill burritos everywhere.
No, there ain't nothing but mud suckers in that. So it's a cruise. It's a show and shine, basically, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It's good.
And again, all proceeds go to the Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Right.
Great cause, man. Great cause.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, anybody who wants to sponsor or find more information out, where do they go?
They can reach us, any one of us, or they can go to our Instagram page
Okay.
or our Facebook page.
What is your Instagram?
Cultura Car Club Phoenix.
Cultura Car Club.
That's
There's a
for the
website too,
Instagram
right?
and the
Yes.
Yeah.
that's the Instagram and the Facebook.
Connection.
Yeah, hell yeah, man.
Meta life.
Who runs that website?
The website is
Yeah, I
put
like
together
that.
by everybody.
You guys?
Everybody has an opinion in it, yes.
So when I go to the website, it's cool because you guys got all the functions that are going and it scrolls and you guys are probably the only ones that let everybody else know what's going on out in the lowrider scene. I like that. I go over there and see what's happening next week. And Cultura, you guys got it scrolling, whatever's happening for the next week. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's tough to keep up with it. A lot of events
bet.
out there, a lot of great events, a lot of great people
There
out
are.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, it's hard because even for us, keeping up with social media, right? It takes time, and I'm an older guy. I don't know social media that well.
Yeah, take me back to MySpace, right?
Get off,
Do something. Yeah, because it takes a lot of time. And
Michael. Get off of OnlyFans.
Right. So I wanted to ask, when you guys take the proceeds to Phoenix Children's Hospital, do you guys take your cars? I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Right. Are the children
With the big check.
able to go and look at the cars?
There's a representative that comes out. I don't know if they allow the kids to come out.
Jerry, can you tell me that story when you guys presented that one check? What the lady or the man told you about if everybody donated that?
So what had happened a week before, another party, it was a gentleman, his son was in the hospital. And he's an affluent guy. So he had a whole collection of cars. So he was so moved by the hospital that he decided to raffle or auction his most prized Chevelle.
Damn.
And all the proceeds were going to go to the hospital. Yeah. So word got around or whatnot, and the car went to auction. So it turned into a 2-party bidding war, and they ran
Pissing contest.
Yeah, they ran it up. So at one point, one of the bidders, he's like, "Wait a minute, I don't have nowhere to put this car," but he kept bidding. So eventually, he pulled out, and the other guy won it. So when they asked him, "Why did you quit?" he goes, "Well, I don't have nowhere to put it. I just wanted to raise more money. I just kept bidding it up." So then the guy won it, obviously, right? So I think it was 700,000.
Oh wow!
was
Damn,
raised.
like that.
So yeah, so the
Barrett Jackson shit.
Barrett Jackson. I don't know if it was Meekum or Barrett Jackson.
Yeah.
But anyway, I read that story a week before we went to go deliver our check. So when we delivered it, I think it was $5,000 that we delivered. 60 something.
6,500.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember the number. But when we delivered it, I gave it to the rep and I said, "It's not as big as the check you guys got last week, right?" And she basically said, "Look," she goes, "if there's 4 million people living here, if everybody donated $1, she's like, every little bit helps." So what you guys brought today is huge.
Nice.
If everybody did this, donated, that would make the difference.
Yeah.
You guys are making the difference. Somebody comes in, donates $100, it's a difference.
Yeah.
It doesn't even matter. It's the whole purpose.
That's cool that she really appreciated that amount. What you guys
she was
brought.
just as thankful.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Hey, next time too, maybe you set up in the lobby and give out cotton candy.
Cotton candy,
For the
right
kids that go
there,
up to
yeah.
the floors and give cotton candy, man.
Now-
kids would enjoy that because you think about those poor kids that are hospitalized there don't have the opportunity to get out and get cotton candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
If you think about it,
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a great idea.
yeah. They don't get to get out.
No.
Cotton Candy
Just
Man right
imagine
here.
Cotton candy, man. Yeah.
Where can we find you? Where we gonna post up next?
Yeah. Work it out.
Yeah.
Work it out. Yeah.
Good story. That's good.
Yeah.
Like
It's good.
candy.
Right on.
You
Well-
can't get off of that cameo.
I know. I'm gonna go to the other Candy Man. Still knocking the boots. That song, knocking the boots. With Candy Man.
There we go.
So this year we were trying to get the other side of the park, which is a bigger parking lot.
Right.
But unfortunately, the city said that it was unavailable. The other side is bigger. We could have brought in a lot more. But, we're thankful that we get a huge support.
What you guys get?
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 years, it sells out. Like Angel said, we have to turn people away. And we're thankful that we can at least do something. When Angel told me that we couldn't get it because it wasn't available, I said, okay, well, you know what? We're going to do what we do.
Right.
Hopefully it's going to fill up and we're going to present a little grain of salt to the hospital, but we're going to do our thing and we're going to pull it off. We're going to we're gonna make it happen. So
Right on.
You know what? That creates anticipation, though. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of one of those things, like a restaurant when they have a good let's say
Food.
yeah, something, and
Tomahawk
they only serve it until they run out, and then all the people in the line, they're asked out. But that's kind of how I see that. You know what I mean? So it kind of every year they'll you guys will fill up and sell out, basically. You know what I mean? And if you guys do find a bigger venue or whatever,
we're thankful. We're thankful for where we're at, and I mean we'll try to do more, but we're thankful. Like I said, last year we got there at 4:35 in the morning, and we were barely setting up the trailer. Some of the members weren't there yet. We didn't have anything to register cars, and people were already pulling in.
God damn, that's
already
badass.
pulling in.
Hell
So
yeah.
we were playing catch up from the very beginning. And
Yeah, I know that is.
yeah, halfway, probably by 10, 11, it was sold out.
Wow,
It
that's
was
cool,
sold
man.
out.
Man, don't shortchange yourself when you said, just a little grain that we. You guys are doing it, and there's people that are not doing it. So don't shortchange
Oh, no, not
what
at
you
all.
guys do. It's huge what you guys do, and it's cool that you guys have chosen the Phoenix Children's Hospital to do that. That's cool, and they appreciate it, like the lady told you.
Oh yeah. They're very, very appreciative.
And not only that you're giving back and you guys are doing this, but you're going back to the original thought, the idea of breaking the stereotype of
what lowriding's about,
Low
car
riding
clubs
was
are about.
And I think that was Chino's vision.
Yeah.
And you guys are fulfilling that.
Community and giving back. And now I don't know, but how come we don't hear like these Porsche clubs or other kind of clubs that are giving back to that kind of thing? You know what I mean? It's the lowrider culture and community that's doing this kind of thing. Because there are those other clubs.
You're right.
Yeah, other clubs have, other car enthusiasts have these
You got
clubs.
these Jeeps with all the ducks and shit. Fuck that. You know what I mean? Fuck them ducks. Bring the money over here. You know?
Hey, those are target practice ducks.
Yeah.
They're target practice.
Yeah. All right.
And I got to give it up to you guys because you guys are somos pocos pero locos, like you guys said.
Damn, you guys, packing the
And you
punch.
guys are, $6,000 for $6,500 for the donation, and that's tremendous, man. And that shows the love in the community. And you guys are doing it, man. You
Well,
guys are doing
I
it.
want to thank every club, every solo rider, every person that comes through and helps our cause.
Sure.
Because they're the ones that are making it happen. Like
Sure.
Angel said, we just
Put it together.
we just set the stage and they make it happen.
Sure.
Everybody's showing up, everybody
Right on.
coming through. Everybody's showing love. The city of Phoenix, I mean, they've
been awesome. With
And like
awesome. They've been awesome.
And like you guys did last week, a couple weeks ago with the nippers thing, you guys showed up
Yep.
because it was for a cause.
Yes.
And that's what I like to see, man, is everybody coming together for a good cause. And we're hoping to, we're glad to have you guys on here to showcase that, to showcase that, look, man, our cultura, the cultura, we're doing something out there. We're trying at least.
We're trying.
Absolutely.
We're trying at
Making
least.
a difference, bro.
We got to take care of each other. You know what I mean? So
Right
I'm
on.
glad you guys are doing that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that much.
Yeah.
Really
Well-
appreciate it.
Let's take another quick break, and then we'll come right back with some rapid questions, and we'll wrap it up.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Chris guy's a fucking
Yeah,
piss.
he'll he's always been like that, man.
All right, guys.
And we're back. Hey, where are we coming back, Fred? Hey guys. Hey, thank you for being on the show today. We really appreciate the stories you told us, and really appreciate the stories you gave and how you got involved with lowriding,
And what you guys do.
and what it led up to,
Giving back.
which is giving back to the community. And for myself, I truly appreciate what you guys are doing, man. I mean, that's great, man. Like you said, man, like you said, like I said earlier, and you said earlier, you guys are little, but you guys are giving back a lot, and that's huge. But other than that, again, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for having us.
Thank you for having us.
We got Jeffrey right here. He has some
Couple
what we call rapid questions.
rapid questions.
Answer them
Una
any way you want, off the
rápido.
top of your head.
They're fun ones. They're fun questions.
They're fun.
You don't gotta be a genius. You don't gotta be a
A mathematician.
Asking him is not a genius.
It's not good. It's not good with hunting or nothing like that. So anyway, check it out. Favorite pizza parlor in town. Where do you guys go get pizza at?
It started in Chandler, but it was
Peter Piper.
I forgot the name of it right now.
Chandler? Angel, skip, go.
Yeah,
Nello's.
Jerry, come on, Jerry.
Pizza for
Bing,
me.
bing,
No pizza?
bing.
I go to the fucking east side for Red Devil, bro. Red Devil, Bama.
Nello's.
Nello's.
Where?
Nello's.
Nello's in Chandler.
Hey,
Mesa, Chandler.
Mesa.
And Alma
Chandler.
School.
Yeah.
Hey,
Alma
hey,
School in,
So you guys know about that?
No.
South of
Baseline?
Guadalupe, yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, George, how about that place over there?
Bomb.
La Familia.
No, it's no good. It's
That guy
Italian.
swear over there.
It's whack.
Is it?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's whack.
He's
said
a
it's-
connoisseur right there.
You know why?
said it's
It's right
whack,
down the
Arnold.
street from Nello's. Nello's is better. La Familia is right there. It's an Italian joint. The other day we're cruising by. Let's go La Familia. And then we seen the Roto-Rooter out front right there with the big old line to
Yeah,
the toilet.
that's a bad sign. That's a bad sign.
No, he's cleaning. He's
the
cleaning
manguera
the
was
oil.
over there.
Nah, he wasn't cleaning the
You don't
oil.
like Red Devil?
Yeah, we like
I
Red Devil.
can
Yeah,
tell.
It's been a
Red
minute
Devil?
since I've been to Red Devil.
Hey, what about you, Michael?
I'm vegetarian, Holmes.
Get the,
What the fuck is Your raza. Oh, man.
all right.
Calabacita. Give me a calabacita pizza.
You gotta revisit the vegetarian shit.
I'm kidding, man. Go for it. Keep
No,
going.
you're not, bro.
Man.
All right. Next
He
question.
likes eggplant.
You gotta pick one or the other. You gotta pick one or the other.
Artichoke.
Taco or burrito?
taco.
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 Taco. All right, we got three
What do you
tacos.
go? What
Los
do you
tres
go? What do you go?
tacos.
to-
You
Jack,
guys are
what do
gonna start a band called Los Tres Tacos.
What do you go for some good tacos, man? Some good.
You know
And what type of tacos you like? Don't say
Okay,
like
where-
Timmy
where do you go for
rolled
tacos?
and all that bullshit.
Tacos
Spit it out.
Khalifa.
Yeah, that's where we go. Yeah,
Tacos
that's our
Khalifa,
take.
yeah.
Yep.
Califas.
Yeah.
How about calafias?
Calafias.
Yeah,
That's on
Calafias,
Glendale. Yes,
yeah.
yes. Sorry.
To me, dog, I like tacos dorados, the hard taco shell. I like Ritos again. Ritos got it good. man. Yeah.
And you know, it's a nostalgic thing.
can't go wrong with
It's a
Ritos.
regional thing. It's
Hey, I grew up with hard tacos.
You want some hard
Tacos
shell, some
dorados.
good hard shell tacos. It's right there.
There we go.
Tell us,
Is that-
Angel.
Is that
Your house.
Indian school or is it también?
Yeah.
But it's called yaki. It's on.
Yaquecito, 43rd,
Yeah,
Thomas.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They have good
It's
hard.
right across the
They
street
got it,
from,
yeah.
Tacarbon.
Okay.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
sir.
Good
Yeah,
hard shell
43rd.
tacos
Yes,
right there,
sir.
man.
They got it. Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
Sonora style.
The
Yeah.
art of the hard taco shell is going away, and that's wrong. Everybody's going to these soft
It's a different
tacos,
type
all
of
that
Mexican.
bullshit.
No,
It's a
just
different type of
region.
Mexican.
It's different region.
It's a different
I get it.
region.
I understand. I
Softer
understand.
Mexicans, maybe?
But I love a
Yeah,
hard taco.
it's like a black beans and pinto beans. You know what I mean? Like black beans are more way down
Cuban.
south, and then like pinto
like
beans
pinto
are more.
beans.
Why'd you bring race into this?
Hey, I'm just saying, dude. I've been around, man. I've been all over
We
the
know
world.
that.
I've been to Tucson. I've been to Flagstaff and shit. You know, I've been all around the world.
Japan.
Fucking Johnny Cash.
Anyway,
I've been there.
What you got? You got? Give me one more good one.
okay. So,
Come on.
just all around the valley. Favorite restaurant?
What the fuck happened to the chicken wings, bro?
It's
Hold
coming.
on,
It's
wait.
coming.
He said one more question.
No, I mean, what? Next question.
Huh? Where do you like
Just
to stay in the
world.
valley?
All around the world.
Your favorite
I mean,
restaurant.
all around the valley. What's your go-to restaurant? Where do you go?
Tacos.
But
No,
what's the-
where at?
¿Cómo se llama el restaurant?
Tacos, either Calafia or Tacos Tijuana, either one.
That's your go-to. Like,
Yeah.
hey,
Right,
I'm hungry,
right,
but I
right.
don't know what I want to eat. But fuck it, I'm gonna go.
My go-to.
Yeah.
Angel, where you going?
Mi pueblo,
Mi pueblo, where's that at?
Metro Center.
That's what he said, yeah.
Yeah.
They demolished Metro Center.
Well, yeah, and mi pueblo like
I'll
that.
play.
Remember there was a sports
I'll play.
bar
all the
play.
cucarachas right
right
now.
across the street from where the Harkins was at.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Homie,
And that's
East Sider, South Sider.
So, Jared,
Where's the restaurant you go to?
It don't have to be
It don't have to be
Mexican.
Mexican. Shit.
Any restaurant. What you go to when you guys are bored and you're like,
You know what?
and you guys just gravitate that way.
Probably Texas Roadhouse.
Oh yeah. What do you get? What do you get there?
What do you get over there?
I get a ribeye.
Yeah, hell yeah. You put
Rare.
the mushrooms on top.
Rare.
Boom.
I want
That's
it
what I'm
moving.
talking about.
It has to move.
Hell yeah. You know what? That's what I'm talking about.
George, where you go?
What?
Your spot.
My go-to restaurant?
Like you're hungry, you're like, you know what, fuck.
And you guys just always end up
wifey,
there.
I'm gonna get what I get, and we're gonna go where I go.
Fuck, why do we always end up here?
I'm gonna try to go. I'm trying to go local and
Loco, like loco or loco?
I'm a La Canasta guy
All right.
Canasta.
Yeah.
Which one?
because the homie Tommy still
Oh, which
owns La
one?
Hey,
Canasta.
no. Let me tell you a story on Tommy.
Van Buren.
I used to deliver beer. I'm a truck driver. I used to deliver beer, and I delivered
So
him
wait a
some
minute.
beer. He had his capital.
None of it ever got delivered.
No,
Hey, one for you, one for me.
27th Ave and Van Buren.
yeah.
Tommy's dope.
There's a lot of different canastas.
Yeah.
The
We know
family,
them all.
the family owns the canasta, but there's like, it's like franchise within the family. So
And don't
he
get me
goes to
started.
the one on 27th.
Van Buren. We're
And
Van
Van
Buren
Buren.
boys,
Yeah,
boy.
we're Van Buren.
We're Van Buren boys.
You guys are hoes.
Yes.
It's been said.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
My first babysitter was a prostitute. I hate to say, me and David, she was
Number
babysitting
one.
us. So let me tell you a story about canasta.
Tell me about
He said,
it.
Tommy.
Quickly, go for it.
Tommy, real quick. Tommy, I delivering beer. He got his back turned to me. He's doing the books. And I go, here's your beer, Tommy. He goes,
The crooked book.
my name ain't Tommy. My name's Tom. I go, your name's Tommy. He looked at me. I go, you don't know who I am? He's like, no. I go, my dad was your coach. Who? George. Oh, yeah. My name is Tommy. I go, all of a sudden, I'm trying to be professional. and shit.
All of a sudden, the fucking IRS was on his ass while he was doing
I
the
felt
book.
like telling him,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not Van Buren,
Yeah.
motherfucker. You're Tommy, homie. It's cool. It's cool shit. It's all love. It's all love.
All right.
Give me one more, Jeffrey.
All right. Well, I got a few more, man.
shit.
Fuck the bullshit. All right, so we all say a favorite restaurant, right? We're kind of everything, right?
Push it.
All right. Burgers or hot dogs?
Damn.
Burgers.
Burgers.
Hot dogs or donuts?
Hey, what's your favorite spot in the valley to go hit a burger at?
I'm sorry, I still go to In-N-Out.
In and out, I dig.
Chandler, yeah.
The Lenny's.
Man,
Yeah.
I dig
It's
Lenny's.
dope.
In and out.
In-N-Out.
yeah. You guys?
Hamburger works, bro. Shit. Hamburger
In-N-Out
works.
or
Five
the
Guys.
Habit?
Fuck, bro. I'm
Yeah.
a burger connoisseur,
The Habit's
homie.
pretty
You know what's a
I mean,
good
I
burger
could
right
break
now?
it down.
just
I could
found
break it down.
I never ate burgers here before, and it's always been around. Don't get me wrong, Portillo's, because they have a good burger. I tried it one day. I go, this is a really good
Do they?
burger.
Yeah.
Fucking Pete.
right.
Hey, Pete's got a
Pete's
good
had a good
fucking
burger. Pete's always had a good burger.
Pete's.
The monster burger.
You know, the monster. Don't get that little bullshit burger. Get the monster burger. The
Hey,
monster burger.
let me
Woo.
ask you guys, since you guys are, all from Califas, Yuma and everything, and Angel, you spent some time over there in Califa. What do you guys think about Pete's Fish and Chips?
I
We don't need another comment.
I want to hear your Yelp review.
We don't need another
I want to hear
comment.
the Yelp review.
You know what, though? That place is bomb.
Man.
It really is. So Pete's Fish and Ship in Chandler, that was our hangout place.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
My
the place
wife,
in
she's
Chandler.
from here.
Yeah.
She freaking swears by it. I don't care.
Yeah, man. 7-piece fish and chips.
We like square feet.
I'll eat
shrimp
it.
and chips.
I'll eat
Hey,
it,
you
but
know
I
what? Try the crabettes. It'll change your life.
Hey,
And that's what people, like motherfuckers that grew up in this neighborhood, grew up over here, they don't know about the crab legs.
No, try the
Did
burrito.
you know they have crab legs?
well,
Exactly.
hey, you know, you got
That's a good place.
Cesar
Like I said, we
Chavez
used to hang
Park.
out there.
There's a lake over there.
Yeah.
I fished out a square fish over there. It was square. It was good. Anyway,
All right.
Come on.
it was peas.
This question was for the ladies, but since you guys are here, I'm going to
God
ask
damn
it.
Fuck, okay.
When it comes to the chorizo
God
and
damn
the
it.
chorizo and egg burrito,
What do you like it
do you
at?
like more chorizo or more huevo?
More tortilla.
There you go.
More foreskin. More foreskin. Más chorizo, más huevo. Dime.
Oh, I have transfer.
Angel don't want to
More
answer.
chorizo.
You don't win. There's no winning this
Don't
one.
be nasty.
Thinking about it too much, Jerry.
Don't be nasty. More chorizo or more huevo? What's the chorizo to huevo ratio?
He just said it. You
What
can't.
about you, Jerry?
Me? I like chorizo, egg, cheese, and bean. Hold the chorizo and eggs.
That's musty.
Right on.
All right. Chicken wings, drumsticks or flats?
Left to right. Left to right.
Drumsticks.
Drumsticks.
Drumsticks. Why drumsticks, homie?
They're
Nobody ever
easy-
asked
they're-
why.
they're
I'm gonna
easy
ask
to
why.
eat, and I think
They're
it's
easy
got
to
more-
eat. Yeah.
The other ones.
Flats.
Flats?
Yeah.
Why flats, homie?
They're easier.
Yeah.
The ones that are flat are
just hit
always
the plate
easier.
like this.
Pop.
Pa dentro.
Done.
Where at? Homie?
Barrows.
Barrows? Where at? Where are you for you?
Barro's Pizza.
How about you?
Wingstop.
Wingstop.
Wingstop. All right.
Angel,
I like Red Devil again.
Angel, you brought up a place earlier. Purple Turtle.
They say
Damn.
Purple Turtle has good.
Purple Turtle has the best wings and the
Yeah.
burgers.
I've had them there.
Yes.
They're good. They're good. And they're
You guys
not,
don't like long wongs?
Because you know why?
I
You
love
come out of the
Long
Purple Turtle smelling like chicken wings.
but not only that, the chicken wings from the Purple Turtle, they're not anorexic, man. They're motherfuckers.
You got some meat on the
They
bone.
got motherfucking meat.
Don't tell Michael that he's a vegetarian.
For the longest time, I used to get them sardellas, but then they started shrinking.
Yeah, that's how one of the Rosati's too.
And
And,
then, and over here at Barrows, man, they had some fat
Purple
wings.
Turtle.
Purple
Purple
Turtle
Turtle
stays-
Is that right?
Yeah, they got
consistent.
they got the best
February
memories
8th.
too.
Yes.
February.
Purple Turtle.
Right.
Purple
Yeah.
Turtle, huh? The cook's back there smoking like that. We're putting them in there.
Hey, man, they got some
Hey,
bomb wings,
sometimes the
though.
whole
Yeah.
bar,
Good wings, though,
Yeah,
man.
the
Good
whole
shit.
bar is just fucking smoked.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
smell like
You're
chicken
fucking
wings
in
when
there
you come
drinking
out.
A lot of people swear by the
It's
Purple
just
Turtle.
like
Dude,
the
Purple
aura
Turtle.
Yeah.
of it.
You can get a chola too as you walk out.
I love cholas. I want my wife.
Hey, those are all the questions I got.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was a half hour itself.
You got any more questions?
No, you asked them all. That's
You
great,
wearing
man.
a wire? What's with all the fucking questions?
Right on. Well, thank you guys, man.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
It's great
guys.
learning about
Thank
your
you.
club. Thank you guys for coming down, spending time with us. We really appreciate it, and we wish you much success on your show and your.
And when is that show again? Let's hear it.
March
March
15th.
15th.
March 15th,
15th.
2025. All
Yeah.
proceeds
25.
go to.
Phoenix Children's Hospital.
Right.
And if you can't make it to the show, where can you donate?
Cultura Car Club Phoenix. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook. We have a webpage also.
Okay.
Right on.
There it is, listeners.
Right on.
Thank you, George.
Right on,
Take us out, man.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you very much, man. Thank you. Appreciate you guys coming down, sharing your stories. I know that was kind of a tough story earlier, but it came out great. It seems like what came out of the end of it was everything's going great, and you guys giving back to the community is totally awesome, man. And I think that's what the show tries to do is try to get people on here who will give back to the community, and you guys are doing that, man.
We like to expose people. We like to promote people who are doing good things in the community, from all walks of life, all different neighborhoods, east side, west side, south side, north side, and that's what we do, man. And that's what we
One
do.
of the things I didn't share, I didn't get a chance to tell you guys is. Are you guys familiar with Grumpy's Clubs for Claws?
We are.
Yeah, absolutely.
We donated to that. We sponsored it.
Cultura is in the committee, and Chino
Yeah.
was with them back from when it started. So
damn.
this coming year will be the 13th annual.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's one of the things Chino says. When he was telling me about taking over and stuff, he's like, you don't have to think you have to be everywhere because people will hit you up in different parts. He says, and you just do what feels right. And he says, I'll tell you one thing. He says, the Grumpy's Clubs for Claws, you need to stick that out.
That's mandatory.
That's good. That's
you
cool to hear.
cannot let that go. That's a big one.
And we were proud to donate to that this year and be a sponsor for that.
We're blessed and fortunate to be a part of that.
Great people.
That's
great
cool.
people, all that whole group,
Yeah.
Big shout out to all of them.
I wanted to, before George closes out, also is you guys to continue Chino's legacy, man. His vision for the club and the community.
Hey,
That's cool.
may God have mercy on Chino's soul, man. That's badass, dude.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, thank you guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks
Hey,
again.
engineer, hey, thank you. Pay attention, boy. About as sharp as a sack of wet mice. Hey, little Chris, hey, thank you for coming through.
I love it. I love it, man.
Dr. Vinny Boombots,
Thank you.
or should we call him Michael? Thank
Yeah.
you. Son-in-law named Jeff.
Glad to be back.
Yeah.
Chorro.
No more heebie-jeebie.
Thriller in Manila.
I don't know what she gave me, but it wasn't fun.
Fucking Jeffrey Thriller in Manila, the lady teenage killer. Hell yeah.
Yeah. The midnight thriller.
I'm George. Hey, this is SeunevA Live. Oh, wait a minute. He gets upset because I don't promote our shirts. We do have shirts out there. Everybody, we do have shirts on our website, on our Instagram page. You can go to us, SeunevALifestylesCo.com or SeunevA Lifestyles Co. on Instagram or SeunevA Podcast on Instagram. Hit us up. We do have shirts for sale to try and keep this thing keep going. Other than that, hey, man, thank you guys very much. Hey, this is SeunevA Lifestyles presents What's Sappening. Let's go.
Right on.
This is how we do it on the avenue.